That's it. That's what we've been waiting for. Citrus brush salmon with a mango avocado chutney. Nice. Let's go. So we couldn't get Edian out in time because of money. And yet I want to change a winning strategy because I just want to get Edian played. I think getting Edian played just takes out any chance of a little bit of RNG here. Although just playing Grape Shot does that as well. Oh, I don't know if we make it because Grape Shot's a lot cheaper than Edian. No, we're just going to buy the Grape Shot when it becomes available. Yeah, I think that would have ended up in a restart. I don't think we need Burning though. I think we can go for Edian now. Which I think is what we did anyway. Can't remember my own strategies. I really should be writing this down, but Pan's lazy. Oh, man. Feeling good, man. A little upset. Chloe's been sleeping through the night, so we don't get to see her as often. Which means we see Pepper less often as well, because Pepper used to get up when Chloe would get up.
Ready to fly.
Dude, Chloe's getting huge. It's almost like there's some sort of growth happening with 12-week-old dog. You see the video in Discord? If you haven't, you need to check it out. Go check it out. Adam Sims tried to call it a golden doodle as well. Golden doodle. X5X Druid ain't that good for popping anything below a Moab, is it? It'll pop pretty much everything below a Moab, yeah. And I don't know how it goes up against Moab. And they're not as expensive now. Really cheap to get Spirit of the Forest out. Especially on a long map. Hey Alstos, why am I doing the same map? I'm doing badges, which have different rule set conditions on them.
A great time.
And this is now the one of the hardest. I think this is hardest for this map. I think as you get further along half cash, although the half cash was pretty tough. And so I've been using similar strategies, but I've been using the previous badges attempts to refine the strategy for this particular run. This is the last one. In the other ones, you only have to get to 80. Oh, except for the one we just did, you have to get to 100. So we know we can get to 80 with a variety of strategies. But for these ones, getting to 100 is really tough. You quite often die at like somewhere in the 90s, especially 95 can be a really tricky wave. But you can play after you finish the other ones. So you can go on and see what your strategy is going to look like from 85 to 100. And so I was using that time to sort of check out what was working and what wasn't working. And we found one that I found one that I was happy with. We tried it in the last badge, which we earned, and we got past wave 100. And more importantly, you can't lose any lives because you only get one in this mode. So it has to work well. Also, am I holding up for a thing? I can't remember. What it did. No, rechopper. You're welcome, dude. Might be, yeah. Mainly because, whoops. Yeah, if I did just one of the hard badges, it might take a couple of attempts. And then I do the next one on, I do something else on a different map, takes a couple of attempts. By the time I get around to this one again, it might take a couple more attempts just to get into it. And then eventually when I get to the hardest modes, they would take a few attempts. I'm just using those few attempts that I would normally do because it would have definitely taken at least 3 or 4 attempts to beat this map on this mode today. So I just, instead of having losing attempts, I did winning attempts with different badges or achievements, if you will. Maximize my winnages. And it's made doing... I did that with the last one we did to get all the badges, and you get a nice shiny black border in the menu screen. And it made this run surprisingly simple because you've kind of you've practiced it out and nothing changed. There's like no variance. It's all just it's kind of pre-working out the puzzle, I guess. There. Do I have to put monkeys on green? No, you can put them on any of the colours. You just can't put them on the road here. Alright, so we can either hold out for... I think we hold out for that one. So yeah, because we practiced it up, we're pretty much in autopilot for this run, which is great. Hey Wagner, how you doing, man? Yeah, and I think what's usually supposed to be a really stressful map and whatnot was just sort of, I don't know, it feels nice to be able to just be chill with it. Been on call until now. Having a couple of before bed. Nice. I'm doing really well, man. I've worked out a way of attacking these black borders that, I don't know, it just makes it relaxing and cool instead of stressful. Chill chimps, I know, right? I remember when I first started playing, and there was one guy in particular, and he gave me a heap of grief because I was trying to do fun, like memey stuff, and I kept saying, no, I don't want to do. He's like, put down an alchemist. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm doing this. I wanted to test to see how this works. And he's like, do something else. Like, just on my case. And I just said, look, the game's really easy on easy. I don't want to be... I don't want to burn out doing meta strategies when I can just have fun and push the limits. Because we were doing easy maps. You know? Well, this was an easy map, but we were doing just regular hard run. And some of the maps are like logs. It's super easy. And the early ones just are, because they're early. He was giving me such a hard time. He's like, oh, the game's easy then. Why don't you go play Chimps if you're such a pro? Yeah, how you lucky now? That felt way, way, way more good than it should. It's like the most childish I've ever been in a, I don't know, last hour or so. But sometimes you got it on the haters. You just do, right? You just gotta. Hey, Red Time doing Chimps. Chill Chimps, by the way. Autoplay fast mode. Chill Chimps. Hey B-Man, you got a beer report for me? I think you owe me a beer report. In fact... Oh well. Wave 63. I think I'll go grab a beer. Hey Shuck and Rum, how you doing? I told you, man, it's chill Chimps with Panz. How about that monkey village? There's no monkey village in Chimps. Can't fool me. Oh man, it's so... You only have vodka and ginger ale. That does the job. Why not? Why not? Alright, so if things get dicey, we can always put a village in for a little bit more oomph. Otherwise, you know, things are just... It's just good. Chimps, cruise ship, heli, ice monkey, mortar monkey, plane, super monkey. I don't know, it sounds like you got some monkeys in there that don't belong in the team, but I don't know. Maybe their uncle owns the team. When's the next, Panz? When's the next Odyssey out? I'm gonna do those when they come out. Even if I think they're boring and I don't like them, I think there's enough people that would appreciate them being done. Because people like getting them trophies. I'm a monkey of the people. When Paris kidnaps Helen. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Did I not get the big helicopter last time? I wonder if maybe I didn't go for the big helicopter, I went for a little one instead. Huh. I wonder if there's just not enough money for the big helicopter. No, I'm pretty sure I did have the big helicopter, because what did we do? I did get the big helicopter? Okay. Because I'm just looking at the money now. Like, I need another 30,000. I guess you do get quite a fair bit of money each wave from here on out. Like, the waves become pretty hefty. Like, that's only 10 waves at 3,000 a wave, and I'm pretty sure some of them are worth more than 3,000. Yeah, I know I had a tier 4 bottom path, and I thought, well, maybe I only went tier 4 on the top path. I know I'm always surprised when I do get a run that pushes this far up, how much money you make after 80. Do you get to say hello YouTube now or later? Probably later would be better, because I think most people just skip to the end. Like, I think, well, I know from the demographics of my YouTube watchers on the Bloons runs, most people watch the first 10 minutes and the last 3 minutes. Why are there hats? Because I enabled trucker hats. It's only cosmetic. Wagner's like, hello YouTube. Okay, yeah, money's coming in now. Why would they skip the middle part? I think for most people, because once you get to the point that you can kill like camo or lead, or you know, they just want that initial opening. Because a lot of times what you do, like whether you take a tier 4 heli or a tier 4 Buccaneer first, doesn't really matter as long as you get the upgrade in there. You know, so I think a lot of people just want that opening setup to be like, what do I do first? You know, and then at the end they want a sort of a screenshot to be like, oh, okay, he's got this here and this here and this here, and then they go do the rest themselves. You know, and try to work out the middle bits. It's usually pretty easy. If you've got the beginning and the end, it's pretty easy to work out the middle bits, but you get to sort of play it yourself without like doing it as complete paint by numbers. And we haven't even used oh, I think I used the utility once. Do you think we get a tier 5 bottom heli? That'd be cool. TD what's now? Chill chimping for the win. Might slow this one down maybe. At some point those helicopters are going to go back pretty quickly. Here we go. We got this. It's not that I don't trust you guys, I just want to watch. You know, we had to use our hero ability in the Poppable last time. But I think we're on top of this. Like, these DDTs are just dying, man. They're just dying.
Yeah.
Idiot's he's gonna hit level 100 too. Oh, level 20, sorry. It feels good when you put in some work, and I know it's only for a video game, but it just feels good, you know? You put in some effort, you make some greedy moves early. Like, there was a couple runs that we died because I was trying to make sure I chested it out right. And everything just sort of came to, right? We found the line.
Heads up, tracking TD.
This is it. Yeah, boys. First try. That was fun. That was really fun. Hello, you. Red Time says hello, YouTube. Yeah, that was Chimps. That's our Blackwater. What? There you go. A flying fortress plane at 100,000. Wow. Maybe not. If I was going to do anything, it'll be get another alchemist, right, to cover, because I don't want, these towers are tier 5, so I don't want ever them not being under an alchemist buff. If I put another tower down, it'll steal the buff, so I'd want to put the alchemist first, and then start building something else. I'd be down with Gatlings. Super Monkey Sun God, as is tradition. Or to get more damage out on the Apache, probably push that up to Monkey and Black now. Although, it's only the DVTs. I could probably just go for a super sub instead. I think I'd prefer to do that. Get 3 subs on the other side and have one of them be a super sub and one as an admiral. Yeah, I think I don't mind having a battery sub there because it gets the AoE, like helps with the ceramics. How many units my stuff has beaten? Okay, so what do we got first? The boat's got over 1 million, like 1.1. Quincy's got 400,000. Big helicopters got over 2 million. This one's got 200,000. We're dead.
Eyes on the exit.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. I wouldn't have got a super sub out, so that's cool. We could have probably had a we would have had a thing out though. Oh no, we wouldn't have had enough money. That's fine. Oh, I called Eddie and Quincy. Sorry, French Quincy. Nothing at the path, my bow. We did it, chat. Shiny. Chill chimpin'. His name is Tails.